Tonight on RBT.
G'day, how you going?
How will losing your licence change your life if that happens?
I think you want missus to drive me around.
It's just random breath test.
Out of all the days.
Out of all the days.
I am getting married today.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Had some alcohol today?
Yeah, about 3 hours ago.
Was it
It was just a beer.
just a beer?
Yeah,
Okay, because beers come in multiple sizes.
they do.
Yes.
Who are you drinking with at the pub, mate?
Oh, just my girlfriend.
She'll be a bit unhappy with you if you go over, or
Nah, I'll see how we go.
you wear the pants, do you?
Not after this, no.
Turn it off, don't touch anything.
When was the last time you had cannabis or methamphetamine?
You look drunk, sound drunk, smell drunk.
You got a one-way ticket to jail, mate.
The largest breath testing operation anywhere in Australia takes place on the Monash Freeway, just out of Melbourne. Dozens of police have the ability to bring every single vehicle to a stop for testing. And they never know who they'll find at the wheel. Long after midnight, Constable Ellis lands a car full of friends being driven by Yemma.
G'day, how you going? It's just random breath
Out
test.
of all the days.
Out of all the days.
Look at you, my boy.
The clock has just ticked over to the start of a very special day for Yemma.
I am getting married today.
How exciting.
Very exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
But not even a bride-to-be is exempt from a breath test.
Go on, stop.
Did Yemma's singledom end with a tipsy hens? She's as clear as a wedding bell.
You had a big night, or?
We just rehearsal, and I've got to be up at 7.
We started at 10.
Oh. Well, you have a fun wedding. Stay safe out there.
Thank you so much.
There.
A whole lot of testing later, Constable Ellis meets 22-year-old Ace.
G'day.
Hey, mate.
Random breath test?
Yep.
It's one long breath test style.
Is he out late because he's been drinking?
Keep going, stop. Thank you. Had anything to drink tonight?
I did about 3 hours ago.
You did? All right.
Or has Ace played his cards right?
Do you have your driver's license with you?
Am I over?
I just need to see your driver's license. Okay. Can you just turn the car off for me?
Probationary drivers can't have any alcohol in their system, so Ace is taken for a secondary test with leading senior constable Collins.
Good evening, how are you?
Yeah, not bad.
Not too bad. What's your first name?
Ace.
Ace?
Yes.
Is that for Ace Ventura or?
Nah, maybe. I don't know.
No, that's your legal name.
It is my legal name.
ACE.
Yes.
Ace.
If he lives up to his name, Ace will fly through the next test. But he isn't looking like an expert.
Had some alcohol today?
Yeah, about 3 hours ago.
3 hours ago.
Yeah,
So you thought it might be gone.
I thought it would be.
What sort of drink? Was it
It was just a beer.
just a beer?
Yeah,
Okay, because beers come in multiple sizes.
they do.
Yes.
Officers Phillips and Schneider are keeping an eye on a popular watering hole in the burbs of East Melbourne. This tradie is making his way home around dinner time, and the team decide to follow.
It's a work car, but this is called out of the Dorset Hotel.
When they find a safe spot, they hit the lights and direct the plumber's truck to make a stop.
Might be a plumber.
26-year-old Cooper is a plumber, and he could well be in the crap.
Any drinks?
Yeah, about 3 beers, yeah.
3 beers, full strength?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think you'll be under or over?
I'm not sure, actually.
Okay, fair enough. It's one long breath until I say stop. Stop.
That third beer is so often the problem. And it has landed Coop squarely in the poop.
Just switch the car off quickly for us, mate.
If he creeps any higher on the secondary test, Cooper could lose the work truck as well as his licence. And that truck belongs to his employer.
And how much alcohol have you had to drink?
About 3 drinks.
All beers?
Oh, maybe 4, yeah, actually, yeah.
4?
The old 3 beers, maybe 4 drinks tally is never a good look. A summer Saturday evening in Gosford, where a local RBT patrol are using their intuition to choose drivers for testing. This white SUV, registered to a local woman, catches their eye.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's probably worth a look.
It was a male driver, I think. But we'll go and have a look.
Is he going? Or has he gone into the servo?
He has indeed gone into the servo. So the officers follow him in, wait for the man to emerge.
Doesn't want to come out now, does he?
There you go.
And intercept him on the driveway. 19-year-old Nathan stopped for snacks.
G'day, how you going?
But has he got the munchies?
Mate, you haven't had any alcohol in the last 15 minutes? Get your count from 1 to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Alright, so breath test is all good.
We're just going to do an oral fluid test as well.
Nath doesn't look too happy about the drug test, which suggests he's got something to hide.
From the back of your tongue? Yep, and on the inside of your cheek.
Like that?
Yep. Yep.
A drug positive would result in similar consequences to drink driving.
When was the last time you had cannabis or methamphetamine?
A couple of weeks ago, what was that?
Yeah, it's a strong detection for cannabis. So at this point in time, you're under arrest for a secondary oral fluid test.
Bloody hell.
So at this point in time, you're under arrest for a secondary oral fluid test.
Bloody hell.
Mate, jump in, throw your seatbelt on.
19-year-old Nathan has just tested positive for cannabis on a Gosford roadside. But this would be a bad time for the young dad to lose his licence.
How many kids you got?
1 and 1 on the way.
Oh, you're gonna be a busy man.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old's the one you've already got?
2. Just turned 2.
Okay.
The new baby is due any day, so there could be a last-minute drive to the maternity ward.
All right, so just head over to that door for us.
How will losing your licence change your life if that happens?
I think you want missus to drive me around.
You lost it before?
Yeah, 6 months.
How'd you cope then?
I think you want missus to drive me around.
Despite a very clear indicator on the roadside drug test, Nathan is being coy about his cannabis use.
When and where did you last consume the drug?
I smoked cannabis like a couple weeks back. 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago?
How frequently do you consume or administer this drug?
Rarely.
Rarely?
Yeah.
All right, Nathan. Across the top of your tongue and on the inside of both sides of your cheeks. And then underneath your tongue now. Close your mouth, tilt your head forward.
If it really is a month since his last use, the cannabis will be out of his system, and the young dad can keep his licence and stay ready for that run to the hospital.
You haven't got to keep moving it, mate, so just like I said, put it in.
It's blue.
Pardon?
It's blue.
G'day.
Hey, mate.
Brandon, breath test?
Yep.
It's one long breath, I'll say stop.
At a testing line on the Monash Freeway, 22-year-old Ace discovered that a small reading is a big problem for P-platers. Taken for a secondary test, things got off to an awkward start.
What sort of drink? Was it like
It was just a beer.
just a beer?
Yeah,
Okay, because beers come in multiple sizes.
they do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But leading senior constable Collins soon finds a way to impress this young music producer.
I used to be a mobile DJ.
That's cool. Raver. Bit of drum and bass.
I am 22, that's all I'll say. Used to do plenty of weddings and rowdy parties and all that sort of stuff. Yes.
After initially telling police he'd had one beer, Ace's drinks tally is on the move.
How much alcohol have you had to drink?
2.
2? Two what?
Oh, the ciders.
So cider, yeah.
Yeah.
2 cans?
Did.
I thought you said you had 1 can.
Well, I had 1 can 3 hours ago. And then before that, it was earlier in the day.
All right, Ace, so big breath in. Once you got that breath, seal there and blowing out until you hear me say stop.
Just weeks from graduating to a full licence, a drink driving charge would mean 3 more years of 0 alcohol restrictions for Ace.
Stop. That's it. So we're looking for zeros.
Fingers crossed.
Zeros is good?
Yep.
After blowing nearly twice the limit on a roadside in Croydon, 26-year-old Cooper is hoping for a miracle.
And how much alcohol have you had to drink?
About 3 drinks.
All beers?
Oh, maybe 4, yeah, actually, yeah.
4?
His drinks tally is on the up and up, so his alcohol levels might be too.
Who were you drinking with at the pub, mate?
Oh, just my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah? How long you been with your missus for?
Oh, just over a year now.
Oh, yeah? You should be a bit unhappy with you if you go over, or?
Nah, I'll see how we go.
You wear the pants, do you?
Oh. Not after this, no.
Yeah? Moment of truth, eh?
Yep, there we go.
What do you reckon? What do you say? 4 schooners?
Yeah.
In an hour and a half?
Yeah, pushing it, aren't we?
I would say so.
So there we go.
So there we go.
Yeah, let's see how we go.
Put your lips on it, long, steady blow through. So blow, 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 harder, 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 much harder.
If he blows much higher than his first indicator test, he could lose the boss's truck to a police impound.
Oh. This is the part where you cross your fingers and hope that you're under.
Back out at Croydon, 26-year-old plumber Cooper might have just flushed his licence.
Bit of a regular thing, is it? Like going to the pub for a few beers after work, mate, or?
Yeah, just a few, but...
Yeah. Do you normally have 4?
Not usually, no.
Cooper got carried away when he stopped at the pub for a quick couple with his girlfriend.
Moment of truth, eh?
Yep, so there we go.
What do you reckon? What do you say? 4 schooners?
Yeah.
In an hour and a half?
Yeah, pushing it, aren't we?
I would say so.
So there we go.
So there we go. So I'll hand you that one. Breathe in first, then put your lips on it. Long, steady blow through.
Cooper's truck belongs to his employer, but it could wind up in a police impound yard if he blows double the limit.
And stop. Oh.
Ooh, double limit, eh?
It's nearly double, so that's not good.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
It's a very close call.
Some people don't know is that if you are double the limit, you can get your car impounded. So he was only a sip or 2 away from losing his boss's car today, which is always a bit scary when you have your job to think about and you might lose that.
Maybe you do lose the license. How will it affect your life?
Oh, Men's apprentice got to pick me up in that car. I'm hoping for that, anyway.
Fingers crossed he can get an apprentice to take him to work and not lose his job.
Too many beers at the pub, mate, and then drive.
Oh, it happens,
Not
mate.
good.
It happens.
Yeah.
You're just doing your job, I understand that.
Yeah. Should have just waited till you got home. Yeah.
Gonna wait so long.
Yeah. Fair enough. Oh, well, thanks.
It was fun. Till now. Not fun no more, no.
Big breath in. Once you got that breath, seal there and blowing out until you hear me say stop.
Probationary driver Ace is weeks out from graduating to a full licence. But 2 cans of cider could send him back to square one.
Stop. That's it. So we're looking for zeros.
Fingers crossed.
Zeros is good?
Yep.
The result of the analysis shows that you have a breath alcohol concentration of 0.014, okay? Which is in excess of the prescribed limit.
Yep.
Do you understand this?
I do.
Yes, so as it stands, obviously a bit of alcohol in your breath.
Yep.
So not driving home tonight.
Yes.
Yeah?
Ace is issued with a driver banning notice and has to leave his car where it is tonight. A brief of evidence will be prepared for review, and he may yet be charged with a drink driving offence.
You live to breathe another day.
I do. Thank you for the information and
Yeah?
letting us soak in.
No, that's okay.
Yeah,
It's a lot to take in, I understand that.
Started off good, ended up in the middle, not so good, but I'm happy with the result, I guess. Lot to learn.
That close call has taught Ace that even a small amount of alcohol can land P-platers in trouble. During the Christmas New Year party season, it's not just the city cops who regularly pull all-nighters.
G'day, whereabouts you off to tonight?
At 3 in the morning, uni student Jal and his friends aren't on their way home, but on their way out to go clubbing.
Hello. How's that seatbelt in the back? Any seatbelt?
Oh, sorry.
Probably be a good idea if he's going to drive that fast.
Sorry.
One long breath out. Any drinking?
No.
No drinking?
If 25-year-old Jal hasn't had a drink,
You got your driving licence with you?
he'll be free to hit the dance floor. But he has had something. And for a P-plater, that's a problem.
Okay, Jal, in my opinion, the result of the preliminary breath test indicates alcohol on your breath. I now require you to accompany me to the testing vehicle for the purpose of a breath test. Are you prepared to accompany me?
Yeah.
Yeah, hop out.
After a big Friday night on the vodkas, Jal backed it up with a beery Saturday and is still showing a reading early on Sunday morning.
I haven't had a few drinks in like 6 hours, but quite a bit before. Yeah. Drank yesterday, all night yesterday, partially this morning, then a bit in the other, then stopped here.
Seems like a lovely guy. He's been drinking the day before, and as a young P-plater, these people have to be so careful to make sure that they're not over the limit the next day. So you're born in Australia?
No.
Where'd you come from?
Sudan.
Oh, yeah? Are you happy that you've come to Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Got a stepbrother and well, back home. So
Yeah.
It's not the best life.
You said you're studying. What are you studying part-time?
Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Fine Arts?
Yeah.
Make sure you take a big breath in first, so no sucking on that. Just a big breath in and then blowing into the straw. Blow,
This
blow, blow.
cool creative who's loving life in Melbourne will be hoping he hasn't blown it with a boozy bender.
I wish you all the best. Obviously, you're a P-plater, so you should be 0. One long breath out. Any drinking?
No.
No drinking?
After a big Friday night and Saturday on the drink, P-plater Jal is still over his 0 alcohol limit at 3 on a Sunday morning. Now the decision to drive his friends late night clubbing could cost him his licence.
Come from a friend's house, slept at a friend's house during the day, and then we've just come from there. Like, yeah, meant to go home in the morning, and then they're like, we're going out tonight, so I was like, I'll be the driver. Yeah, no, not the right decision.
Make sure you take a big breath.
The body only processes around 1 standard drink per hour.
Blow, 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 blow.
So this university student really needed to study his numbers.
Thank you. I wish you all the best. Obviously, you're a P-plater, so you should be 0. Okay, so the result of the analysis shows you have a breath alcohol concentration of 0.015, which is in excess of your prescribed limit. Do you understand that?
Jal could still face prosecution, but for now, he cops a banning notice and must leave the car for tonight.
Any questions about anything?
No, sorry, man.
That's all right. You seem like a good fella, so wish you all the best with your studies and hope you get a job.
I wasn't expecting that. I thought the car was going to get impounded or I was going to be walking home on foot or catching transport or something, yeah.
Hot to hit the dance floor, Jal and his party crew rock the rest of their journey on foot.
How many kids you got?
One and one on the way.
Oh, you're going to be a busy man.
Yeah.
19-year-old Nathan's partner is almost due to have another baby.
How will losing your licence change your life if that happens?
I think you want missus to drive me around.
The last thing his partner needs is 3 babies to drive around.
Beautiful, mate. So, as I said, across the top of your tongue and on the inside of both sides of your cheeks.
But Nate instantly went positive for cannabis roadside. And this time, it's worse.
All right, Nathan, so it's come back positive to cannabis and methamphetamine.
What?
Any idea how you would have come into contact with methamphetamine?
I don't smoke meth, that's what you're trying to say.
No, I'm just asking how you would have come into contact. So Nathan denied having any interaction with methamphetamine, which we do tend to find a lot that motorists can be in denial sometimes with how they come into contact with things.
Yeah, it is what it is, but what can I say?
If the lab test confirms today's result, Nathan's new baby could be walking before Dad is driving again.
Hopefully he does take some steps to stop, but I think it's an individual thing and unfortunately people have got to come to that point where they want to make those changes themselves. It can't be done for them.
Today's charges might just lead to the change in attitude that Nathan's family need from him.
Good night.
At a Sunday night testing line in central Melbourne, police are stopping drivers as they exit the casino car park. Just after 10, the driver of this white sedan is not keen to stop.
Stop, 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 stop. How many times do I have to say stop? I've got my hand up, stop. Have you had any alcohol to drink? You've been working, have you?
Yes, sir.
Actually, I'll get you to pull in there, mate.
The 22-year-old driver, called Meat, works in a restaurant kitchen, and he says he hasn't had a drink.
Have you got your driver's license?
Yeah,
This one. You're a learner driver?
Yeah.
So where's your L plates?
It's in the air for work.
Have you got a driver's license?
Yeah.
Are you teaching him how to drive, are you?
Yeah, he's my cousin brother.
Brother, is it?
Yeah.
Big breath and blow?
Meat passed the learner's test just 3 weeks ago. And like all learners, he can't drink any alcohol before driving.
And you're a learner driver?
Yeah.
Okay, when did you last have a drink?
1 hour ago.
Okay. I now require you to accompany me to the testing vehicle for the purposes of a breath test. Are you prepared to come back for that breath test?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
As supervising driver, older brother Hermanpreet must be under his .05 full licence limit.
Have you had anything to drink?
No, I didn't have.
No? One big breath out till I say stop. Stop. Thank you.
Surely Hermanpreet would have been driving if he's under his limit.
I don't get it. The learner driver, well and truly over the limit, and the brother who's got a full licence, who could have driven, 0. Now, because you're a learner driver, you're not allowed to have any alcohol, 0. Okay, you know this?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, well, you should know. When you get your learner's permit, it's one of the questions that they ask you.
In Morwell, an old car with damaged bodywork catches the eye of a roving patrol. Leading Senior Constable Jones reckons a shabby motor is a sign the driver may not be doing everything right.
But I've been surprised before.
Young mum Rhiannon and her passenger are finding the police stop
You put us on TV.
a bit of a laugh.
Hi, how are you going today?
Not bad, how are you?
That's the way, good. We're just doing a few routine checks.
Yeah.
Have you had any alcohol today?
No.
All right, no worries. So just one long breath into the straw for me until I say stop. All right.
Rhiannon's got the giggles, but is she sober?
Yep, perfect. All right, where are you off to today?
I'm going home. I just had a visitation with my kids at the Morwell DHS office and going back to work.
Yeah, no worries. What are your kids? Do you have a boy or girl? Or
I have 2 boys and a girl.
2 boys and a girl, yeah. How old are they?
5, 6 and 8 months old.
Oh. And do you have your licence on you?
I'm waiting for a licence replacement.
And do you have any ID?
ID for DHS, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I have my licenses current. I've just misplaced my card. I'm waiting for a replacement.
The officers check Rhiannon's licence status is all good before giving her a drug test.
It's actually not okay.
Alrighty. Thanks for waiting. Have you seen one of these before?
Yep.
Yeah. Have you done one before?
Yeah.
All right. No
I'm just
worries.
like, you know, I'm in the middle of a detox program at the moment, so I don't actually know what will be in my system.
Then that shouldn't be an
Let's
issue.
hope that I'm okay.
Yep. So just the 2 pink squares over your tongue for me. Perfect. Thank you.
Rhiannon is getting help to kick a regular cannabis habit.
Honestly, I thought I'd let you know.
Yeah. No.
There'll
Thank
be
you. Yeah.
shit coming out of my system that I haven't had, so I don't know what will come up.
That's all right.
If Rhiannon hasn't touched cannabis in recent days, this test should clear her to carry on driving. Around dinner time in another country town,
Here we go. This is what I want.
another beaten-up vehicle draws the attention of police. A bit of manoeuvring gets the officers behind the car. And when they come face to face with the occupants, they meet 25-year-old pizza joint manager Tash and her pizza-loving ex, Kane.
How you going today? I just pulled you over for a random breath test, okay? Have you had anything to drink today?
No.
Nothing?
I don't drink anymore. I used to drink really, heavily. And, yeah, it caused a lot of stomach problems for me that I need surgery for now. So, yeah, I'm suffering the consequences of my actions.
So where are you heading to today?
Just home. I'm
Just
on
home?
River Street, yeah.
She's picking you up from work. Picked you up from work?
Yeah.
Tash is very much a friend with benefits because she regularly hooks Kane up with dinner.
I'm addicted too, but
every day
'cause
after
I
work,
there.
mate. You know when you do something so many days after work, all of a sudden you have to do it every day after work. One of those things.
Smells good.
Cheese pizza, mate.
Nothing better.
Nothing better.
Bad alcohol habits, like mozzarella strings, can be hard to break. So, has Tash had a drink?
One long continuous breath, please.
We're going on TV.
Or is she sticking to the Fanta and cheese pizzas with Kane?
I'm just like, you know, I'm in the middle of a detox program at the moment, so I don't actually know what will be in my system. Let's
be an
hope that I'm okay.
Yep. So just the 2 pink squares over your tongue for me.
Young mum Rhiannon is working hard to get her life back on track so she can see more of her kids who've been taken into care.
How often do you get to see them?
At the moment, it's just once a week.
Yeah. Okay.
A drug driving charge would mean a licence suspension, making the trip to Morwell to see the kids a lot harder.
Alrighty, you're all good. I'll
Thank
give you
you.
these ones back. Thanks for stopping.
That's
And
okay.
Just take care for the rest of the day, all right?
I will. Thank you so much.
Take it easy. Thank you.
Love you.
Sticking to the detox is already paying off for Rhiannon and her family.
I don't drink anymore. I used to drink really, like, heavily. And, yeah, it caused a lot of stomach problems for me that I need surgery for now. So, yeah, I'm suffering the consequences of my actions.
25-year-old pizza shop manager Tash claims she's got her drinking under control.
One long continuous breath, please.
Quick on too.
So a quick breath test should confirm her story. It looks like Tash is on the road to recovery.
I haven't had a drink since probably last year.
I've never seen a whole
okay.
one.
Good on you. What we're going to do is just going to be doing a drug test as well, okay? What I'll get you to do is just how I'm holding it right now.
Yep.
Hold it like that, drag it down your tongue twice and hand it back to me,
Right.
okay? Have you taken any drugs recently?
No.
No?
Tash says she doesn't do drugs.
I should be good. Unless the medication that I'm on is, like, you know, messes with it.
But the test is not backing up her story.
On our drug test, it's come up positive for methamphetamine.
As she heads for the secondary test, Tash begins to change that story.
Being in a house with someone with it, could that cause it? The positive?
Well, in regards to that, what do you mean?
I was in a house with someone with methamphetamine last night.
Yep.
Could that be? I did try to avoid being around them, but it was sort of...
Okay, we'll discuss that over here. We'll come and have a chat over here.
Tash now claims she inhaled a bit of secondhand smoke from other people who were using meth nearby.
Have you consumed any illicit drugs recently?
No. Well, not intentionally, should I say.
Okay, and when did you last take illicit drugs?
I would say unintentionally, yesterday.
What drug have you taken?
I was in a house with methamphetamine.
She did admit when we were doing the secondary test that she possibly may have got it from secondhand smoke. We don't care how she got it, we just care if it's in her system or not, and that's what we're testing for.
A positive again on this test, and Tash will be treated exactly the same as if she'd intentionally used meth herself.
Big breath and blow.
22-year-old Meat initially told police he hadn't had a drink.
And you're a learner driver.
Yeah.
This learner driver still has a lot to learn about the road rules.
Actually, I didn't know about the restrictions, really. I don't know.
This one you should know.
They didn't tell me anything.
Well,
Big roads.
so what is your reason for not having L plates displayed on the car
Actually, I
tonight?
didn't have the time to get the L plates. Busy.
What is your occupation?
Chef? I'm a chef.
And you're not a chef?
No, I'm a chef as
You're
well.
both chefs?
Yeah.
Same restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's hope Hermanpreet is better at teaching his brother the rules of the kitchen than he is at teaching him the rules of the road.
What sort of food do you cook?
A steak,
Do you do the big, thick ones? Thick steaks?
like 600 gram.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I'd love a steak right now, too.
Officer Wansleben may be hungry, but he's got serious police work to do.
What type of intoxicating liquor have you consumed today?
Vodka?
Pardon?
Vodka? Just one shot.
Okay, thank you. Where were you drinking?
My restaurant?
What time did you have your drink today?
I'm like 8:30.
So that would be one shot of vodka nearly 2 hours ago.
When you drove the vehicle, did you think that you may be over the legal limit?
No.
If Meat's drink tally is true, he ought to be close to 0 on this test.
Big breath. And blow. 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 Keep going a little bit more. Blow. Blow. Stop.
If not, then he'll lose his learner's permit just 3 weeks after getting it.
Blow.
Apprentice chef Meat blew high range on a Melbourne roadside.
Stop. And you're a learner driver?
Yeah.
His brother, Hermanpreet, is his learning supervisor. So another high reading here, and the boys have blown a learner's permit in record time.
Big breath. And blow. Blow, blow, blow. Keep going, a little bit more. Blow, blow. Stop. So, your prescribed limit is 0. You are 0.136. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That one's for you. Is there anything further you wish to say in relation to this matter?
Yeah, it was my brother. I was just trying to learn how to drive the car.
You as the supervising driver, okay, it's your responsibility to make sure that the person that you're teaching has no alcohol.
Yes.
Okay.
I know.
Were you there when he was drinking?
I was working.
You were working?
I don't know what he's drinking.
So did you know that he'd been drinking?
I was watching him, but I was working. I don't know what he was drinking.
So that you're not answering my question. Did you know he had been drinking?
I know he was drinking.
So why did you let him drive the car?
He's like, I want to learn. He's going to give a test next month. He was like, I want to learn.
Okay. Both of them made mistakes. The older brother, the supervising driver, should have looked out for his little brother. Mate, the problem is, mate, it's a very, very high reading. Even if your brother was driving, that's a very, very high reading. Okay?
Really sorry for that, officer.
Well,
I will not drive it again.
We took his license off him here and now. It says, as of now, he's a suspended driver.
Police decide not to impound the boy's car so they can get to work in the restaurant and pay some hefty fines.
I can't believe it. 30-odd years in the police force and I still shake my head.
Have you consumed any illicit drugs recently?
No. Well, not intentionally, should I say.
Okay, and when did you last take illicit drugs?
I would say unintentionally, yesterday.
25-year-old Tash admits she was around other people smoking ice last night, but claims she didn't inhale any herself. Intentional or otherwise, if she goes positive on this test, Tash will face a long driving ban and a big fine.
The result of the analysis shows you have methamphetamine or MDMA, a prescribed illicit drug, in your oral fluid.
What is your reason for driving a motor vehicle with a prescribed illicit drug in your oral fluid?
Not being unaware of that being the case.
You okay?
Yep.
Yeah, good.
I'll contact my doctor tomorrow and
Yeah,
get a
okay.
blood test done. And I'm very, very positive that it'll show an explanation.
Tash is taking a prescription medicine that she says is causing the positive result on the test.
We test for methamphetamine, MDMA and cannabis, and a prescribed medication would not have shown up on that on our drug screening.
Thank you for all your kindnesses today as well. A scary situation has been made a lot easier. So.
No worries at all.
Yeah.
As I said, we're not here to intimidate people.
Yeah.
A final definitive lab test will get to the bottom of exactly what is going on with Tash's test.
Hi there, just conducting some random alcohol and breath testing.
It's midweek and police are testing at a static line right out front of Frankston train station. Just after 8, they stop a local couple making their way home for dinner.
Hi there. Good, thanks. Just doing some random alcohol and drug testing tonight.
Yep.
Have you had anything to drink tonight?
I've had a couple of beers at the hop shop, yeah.
A couple of beers?
Yeah.
How many do you say would you
I'd
have?
say 3, so...
Yeah, were they full strength? Or what type of...
Yeah.
Yeah. So what time did you start drinking?
Pretty early, like 3, maybe 3 or something. Yeah.
So how many throughout the day?
It was like probably 4 from 3 to now, yeah.
The man has been enjoying the quality products at a nearby boutique brewery,
All right, well, we'll do the breath test.
Yeah.
One big, long breath, thanks.
which often have a higher than average alcohol content.
Thank Thanks for that.
He's gone under .05, but the roadside test is only an indicator, and police can choose to run a secondary test.
Are you prepared to accompany me?
Yeah.
Despite relying on his licence to work, this landscaper spent a long afternoon in the beer garden before chancing a short drive home.
So, did you think you might be over when you drove?
Potentially. It'll be close, I think. Okay.
All right, well, we'll do the
So we
secondary
just took
test.
the risk, I suppose, and it's just silly, but yeah.
What type of intoxicating liquor have you consumed today?
Just beer.
What size glass? Can, bottle?
It was just a glass, so I don't know what that would be, like 4 sort of half cans, maybe. They're just in weird shaped glasses because it's like craft.
Yes, okay. How much liquor have you consumed today?
4 of those glasses.
So he's been on the hipster jars, and he's got no idea how much booze he's got on board. He says he's had 4 jars of the good stuff, but without knowing how strong it was, he's in danger of falling into a hipster hop hole.
Do you go to the Hop In?
Hop shop.
Yeah, do you go there often? Is it good?
Yeah, no, it's really good. Yeah. Yeah, because we live around the corner, we just, go there pretty often, so.
Yeah. Like different types of crafts and pale ales and
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Good food too.
Oh, really? Did you have dinner? Well,
No, we didn't, but
okay.
no, we just went there for a couple of beers.
A romantic dinner would have been smart, but it hasn't been a great day of decisions for the pair.
Both of us pulled a sippy today from work.
You pulled a sippy?
Yeah.
Oh,
My partner just decided to do the same because she was getting jealous. So, yeah. I don't ever do it, so I think we deserved it.
yeah. What was the illness?
Just had cooked guts, I think. That's what I said.
Oh,
He'll have a really crook feeling in the guts if today's beery behaviour leaves him without a licence.
Come a bit closer, mate. Sorry. Big breath and blow. Blow, blow, blow. Keep going. Blow, 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 blow. Keep going. A little bit more. Blow, blow. Stop.
Have some lungs on you, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Have to blow for a little while.
Just over is still over the limit.
0.001.
What is your reason for driving a motor vehicle with more than the prescribed concentration of alcohol in your breath?
No reason. There's no one else to blame but myself, so can't be angry about it or anything.
When he came through, he did think that he was probably a bit over and he was risking it. And turns out he was.
The man can't drive from here. And like everyone who blows over in Victoria, he'll lose his licence for at least 3 months.
Free to go?
Yeah, mate, you're never under arrest. Yeah. All right, mate, sit down. Come on.
It's important to know that a beer or a drink isn't the same every sort of beer you drink, and just to really make sure you pay attention to sort of the percentages you're drinking and the types of beer you're drinking, and just know if you think you're a little bit over, it's probably not worth risking it.
For drug driving, Natasha was fined $555 and her licence was suspended for 6 months. For drink driving, Meat was fined $786 and his learner's permit was cancelled and disqualified for 13 months. For failing to display his L plates, he was fined an additional $185. For drink driving, the driver was fined $555. His licence was cancelled and disqualified for 6 months. Nathan was found guilty of drug driving. He was fined $800 and his licence was disqualified for 12 months. Cooper was found guilty of drink driving. He was fined $577 and his licence was cancelled and disqualified for 6 months.